welcome to the Saturday edition of the Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. 8 races at Belmont on Saturday. Let's have a look at the likely conditions. We're expecting a partly cloudy day, around 19 degrees Celsius. The track to improve to a soft 5, maybe even a good 4. And the rail, it will certainly be in the 3-metre position. Race number 1 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 12:38. It's the Kieran Magumi Plate over 1,000 metres for the 2-year-olds. The replay horse can look at Essential Spice, finishing second at Belmont Park.
General straightening for home from Baron Bostock, coming out towards the middle with Alcina. At the 250 though, Essential Spice on the outside of Market Ruler. Stride for stride down inside the 200. He starts to liven up. Market Ruler draws the Persuader, gets a long neck on Essential Spice. It's on the rails, the favourite, doing a little better than Essential Spice, and she wins it again, Market Ruler.
Essential Spice has had the misfortune to run into the really smart Market Ruler in both of her racecourse appearances. She's run faster times than the likely favourite for Saturday's race. That's Fire and Rain, and I'm willing to put her on top here. I think she's a horse with a fair degree of potential. I just think she's got better form in the book than number 1. That is Fire and Rain, will be second up on Saturday. Only defeat was on debut, led all the way to win last start, had knee chip surgery in February, has come back from that really well and sticks to 1,000 metres, which I'm sure is his best trip. I think he's the main danger here. I think there's a reasonable gap then to number 2, Kiss the Breeze, who could be set for another wide run from barrier number 8, was wide last start behind Fire and Rain. And then number 3, Nawi, was second in the Magic Millions race worth $250,000. That was back in February. Resumes here first up without a trial. On top selection in race number 1, I'm going to go with number 7, Essential Spice, to beat 1, Fire and Rain, 2, Kiss the Breeze, and 3, Nawi. Race number 2 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 1:18. It's the Tap Touch handicap over 1,200 metres for the Colts and the Geldings. The replay horse can look at the last start win of Great Again.
1.5 to Vega Dior, Sharp Bob down on the inside, Vital Silver with Atlanta Blue starting to wind up, but Great Again is going great guns at the 200. It booted over 2 in front of Vega Dior, followed then by Atlanta Blue. It's Great Again with less than 100 to go, nicely clear. Atlanta Blue goes to second from Vega Dior, but it's Great Again. Great Again.
Great Again is a very lightly raced galloper for a horse that's 5 years of age. Has had 4 wins from its 8 starts, including 2 in a row. The replay performance was very good indeed, on speed in both of its wins, first at Northam and then at Belmont this preparation. Not too concerned about the outside gate here. I think Lucy Warwick will be able to kick up Great Again, and he won't be too far away from the front. And I also like the fact that Lindsay Smith has dropped this galloper back in trip. He's won over 1,300 metres twice his preparation. Looking at his sectionals, I think he might be better suited over 1,200. He goes on top. From number 9, Comparative, a very consistent and very competitive galloper this deep into its preparation. Was close to a PBF at last start, had the fastest final furlong in that race. He goes in for second here. You know what you're going to get with Comparative. I'm not too concerned how deep he is into his campaign. Number 1, Cramden, was really good first up, has made it 3 wins from 4 starts when fresh. The concern is his second up record. He's got no minor placings at all from those 2 runs, and they have been pretty disappointing. He's on suspicion here. I'm putting him in the numbers, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if he absolutely stank out the place. And then number 8, Swift Platinum, will be big odds here. I think could run a race from barrier 1 for Mitch Pateman. On top selection in race number 2, we're going to go with number 2, Great Again, to beat 9, Comparative, 1, Cramden, and 8, Swift Platinum. Race number 3 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 1:58. It's the Mum Champagne handicap over 1,200 metres. This race is for the fillies and the mares. The replay horse, look at this impressive girl, Misty Metal, winning at Belmont Park.
Mr. Bear in the straight. The Andes has got the lead from Zenart. Here's Misty Metal though, joining in strongly. Speeding Comet is just behind them, and Carnup Legend is joining in with a run as well, but Misty Metal, hands and heels, is doing it very well. Dashed away from them, battling on Carnup Legend. Zenart on the outside, Little Hercules. Speeding Comet coming through now, so is Guns of Navarone, but Misty Metal's walked in. Misty Metal won by...
Misty Metal is a 3-year-old filly going places, has won 4 of her last 5 races, and with Kate Whitten back aboard, with her 2 kilo claim. She looks well ahead of a handicapper here. Kate rode this horse 2 starts ago at Northern when it beat Don't Fuss. As I say, 4 wins from its last 5 and did have a little bit of an excuse when it was beaten behind Speeding Comet at Ascot, the only time it's been beaten in recent times. Goes on top here from number 7, Glimmer Girl, one of the more interesting runners on the programme. Is first up off just a 1 trial for its new trainer Martin Allen, previously with Team Williams, and of course used to race in the Cerise and White. Has got some pretty good form lines, including beating Dainty Tess over 1,000 metres last April. Goes in on suspicion for number 2. Number 6, Thunderstruck, was in the right place to win last start. Taylor Stone takes over from Lucy Warwick, and that claim reduces most of the penalty that Thunderstruck got. And then number 3, Bushfire Bond, maps as one of the leaders here, got William Pike aboard and certainly could run a big race. My top selection in race number 3, going to go with number 2, Misty Metal, to beat 7, Glimmer Girl, 6, Thunderstrut and 3, Bushfire Blonde. Race number 4 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 2:33. It's the Crown Sports Bar handicap over 1,000 metres. The Replay horse can look at his impressive winner from last start, Ambient.
In the straight, Super Maxi's got the lead from Undisclosed on the outside. Over on the inside, Ambionti, then Snow Lord and Fabergino trying to come on. From Miami, incredible favourites, Gonatse. Super Maxi's got the lead, but Ambionti with big strides has raced up and shot past the leader, Super Maxi. Trying to run on his Snow Lord. Also Fabergino on the outside, but Ambionti has come away.
Ambionti has produced 2 very good performances since returning without a trial, and he burst the bubble of Fabergino in the Replay race. I think there was a lot of silly comments made about that race on social media and also in other forums as well. Ambient was backed in from $13 to $4.60, but I just think it was a case of $13 was wrong, just as $1.40 about the grey was wrong too. If you looked at the previous performances, and Fabergino's in particular had fallen off the side of a cliff as it had gone through its preparation, you could have made a case for Ambient, Super Maxi and Fabergino being around the same price. So I just think it was a market correction. It was a very good performance from Ambient, and I'm with him here. From number 5, Recalled, who's certainly very good fresh, has trialled, has had 10 weeks between runs, always like this horse first up, or kind of first up at least. Number 2, Floyd, is a horse that's probably better second up, willing to let him go around from barrier number 5 for Sean O'Donnell. And then number 6, I Am Incredible, was behind Ambient last start, may close the gap somewhat, but can't have it on top. On top for me in race number 4 is number 4, Ambient, to beat 5, Recalled, 2, Floyd and 6, I Am Incredible.